Hello dear all lovely students, welcome all to our today's session once again. I hope so you are getting well and fine for connecting with the class, and your upcoming test will be on the MCQ, though we are in the chapter 5. I just completed many of the important topics from there, and now we are already a very last class. We were in that class is actually maybe intestinal disorder and two diseases, dyspepsia and dysentery. We learned today. The third one we will learn, that is the constipation. Number third disease, constipation. Yes, this is a disease is like actually when stools become hard and not pass out from the body easily. Okay, when stools become hard and not pass out from the body easily. Simply we can say this is the problem of constipation. It is not for any age of people. Every age of people can attacked by this type of disease like constipation, because of the lots of problematic functional activities done in the body. So I want to say this is the cause. Some cause we find out from there. That is, the cause of constipation is causes. Excuse me, causes. Withholding bowel pressure. Holding bowel pressure. Withholding bowel pressure is the one. Then excessive water absorption. Excessive water absorption yes, from undigested food. From undigested food. Undigested food in the colon. Yes, and slow movement of undigested part. Slow movement of undigested part. Undigested part of food through alimentary canal. This is also causes of that one. Yes, leading a lazy life. Leading a lazy life. A lazy life is the cause also for doing this constipation. Yes, intestinal disorder. So dear students, sorry for disruption. We were in the leading a lazy life, intestinal disorder. This one is the intestinal disorder. Intestinal disorder is actually also the cause of this disease. Slowing down of the contraction of colonic muscles. Slowing down of the contraction. Slowing down of the contraction of colonic muscle. Colonic muscle. Yes. Then it is also another one that not habituate for roughage food. Not habituate for roughage food. So these are the causes, the common causes we have seen there. With holding bowel pressure, that means the lots of, sometimes it is easy a process, normal physiological processes containing about that parts that when we take food, eating is also very important, and general functional activities, and of course done by the living things. Then digestion is the process, then excretion is also the similar kinds of process and normal process of human beings in every day. So with holding bowel pressure, sometimes the pressure is come out but not suitable for doing excretion. On that times it is also the causes. Excessive water absorption from undigested food in the colon. Colon is that kinds of part of excretory part, and that is the excessive water absorption for undigested part is also having that problem of constipation. Slow movement of undigested part of the food through alimentary canal. We know that the mouth to anus is total parts are composed here for alimentary canal. Since the slow movement of undigested part of the food through the alimentary canal can also be the cause. Leading a lazy life. Yes, lazy life is also having the problem of that. Suppose you like to get up in the morning, not actually, it is also up to 11, 12, or someone can get up at the noon time, and there is the indisciplined life, and lazy life can also be the cause of that one. Slowing down of the contraction of the colonic muscle. This is the normal process of going out of the stools from our body, but the contraction of the muscle is not properly done. This is also the causes. Not habituate for roughest food. Since you are not habituated with the roughest food, this is also have the cause of the constipation. I think you understood the cause of the constipation here. Now let's go for understanding some symptoms. Some symptoms is also getting on there. Symptoms. Some symptoms also be there. That is, we know about some abdominal pain. Okay, abdominal pain is also the symptom, is very important symptom. Yes, some disorder, functional disorder, okay, bad feelings in lower back part. This is the common symptom, abdominal pain. Yes, I'm feeling abdominal pain. The constipation is going on, then growing on that parts. Functional disorders. Sometimes I'm needed to have sleepy mode or need to excrete but not properly excrete. This is the functional disorder. Like bad feelings in lower part of the body. We can see the lower part of the body are when getting the bad feelings. It is also the symptoms of the constipation. So what are the remedy and preventive measures? Preventive measures. There are lots of preventive measures, and I told you that is the importantly doctor's consultation is common. Consultation with doctors. Yes, it is also important thing. Eat fibrous food. Of course, the fibrous food, that means roughest like food need to be taken there. Yes, drink enough water. Yes, then fresh vegetable to take, fresh and green vegetable for liking to take off. And then fruits, the many of the green fruits, green and seasonal fruits, seasonal to take properly every time. Yes, regular walking and exercise is also very important. These are the common prevention or preventive measure. We can say the consultation with doctor. Of course, I feel several days if it is like the constipation, so need to talk with the doctors. Eat fibrous like food, that roughest food to practice to take every day or every time. Drink enough water is actually very important, since the water is also the remedy like the doctor's consultation of many of the disease. Fresh and green vegetables of course is needed to have, not all time the fish, meat, chicken like that, anything. Okay, so drink fresh and green vegetable to practice to eat in your food menu. Fruits like green and seasonal, many of the fruits, papaya, orange, apple, mango, jackfruit, what are the seasonal fruits can come out. It's very important for passing out the stools properly. And preventive measures, regular walking and exercise can make you healthy. Sound health for maintaining that passing the stool and this overcoming this constipation problem. Okay, so I think you understand the another one disease like constipation, and hope so it will make sure that another disease you are completely done. And number 4, gastric and peptic ulcer. This is number 4, gastric and peptic ulcer. Gastric and peptic ulcer. It is also important one, that inflammation and sores of stomach. Inflammation and sores of the stomach or intestine. Inflammation and sores of the stomach and intestine are the disease like called gastric ulcer, or ulcer you can say peptic or gastric ulcer. Yes, somehow the peptic ulcer indicate, suppose the peptic ulcer, if it is the peptic ulcer, what it indicates? It indicates open sores and ulcers. Indicate the open sores or in the digestive tract. This is the in case of the peptic ulcer we have seen, and it occurs in the stomach, digestive tract, and it is also same, you can write indicate the open sores in stomach. So that is, so look at here, gastric and peptic is somehow some different thing. We can see the inflammation is not having the much burning sensation like inflammation, and sores, yes, actually it is the infected part. We can see in Bengali the gaha. Okay, so in the abdominal part or stomach or intestine, that is the ulcer is actually denoted there. Since the gastric and peptic is actually indicate the open sores in the digestive tract. Digestive tract have affected and infected by having the peptic ulcer that cannot having the digestion properly. In any case, if it is a gastric ulcer, that times it is also indicate the open sores, but not actually directly open, it is inside the stomach. Okay, outside any inflammation source we can see there, but inside it is very tough. If it is digestive tract, that is the peptic. If it is the stomach, around the stomach, that is the gastric ulcer. So I think the conception of the ulcer, now you understand this one. Okay, sometimes duodenum, if it, duodenum can also be stomach, intestine, or duodenum. So the ulcer is very with the name, the stomach ulcer is the gastric ulcer, digestive tract ulcer is the peptic ulcer, duodenum affected by so the duodenum ulcer we can say about that, this one. Okay, and this one is actually some causes of that one, that both of these ulcer case causes are not the irregularities in eating, irregularities in eating, number one we can say. Then we can say about over secretion of acid, over secretion of acid, over secretion of acid. Yes, so if it is going on there, so we can find in the stomach or that one. Okay, spicy food, taking spicy food, taking spicy food. Yes, that is also the reason. Yes, then what we say about bread with bacteria. Bacteria means actually what I say, that is the rotten bread. Sometimes we need to we see the many of the people take this one from the street shop. So this is also the reason of that one. So these are the common causes of getting that one. And the causes, common causes. Irregularities in eating is also the causes. Over secretion of acid. Yes, acid is actually over secretion of acid. Sir, how can we find out the over secretion of acid from the body? Is actually, it is when we know that the balance of the something what we take food that is alkaline in nature by many of the carbohydrate, protein, fats, but HCl can balance it, react with them and make it balance in our body temperature inside our body. So if we cannot take properly because of the ulcer in our stomach, so that times acid secretion is also the cause of that one. This disease ulcer is getting much worse than the previous time. Taking spicy food, yes, someone like spicy food, but many of the spicy food can have that reason of the ulcer. Okay, bread with bacteria. What I actually mean here, something you take it over 7 days, the expired date is going on there, then you can take that bread with bacteria. So that is also the causes of the gastric or peptic ulcer. Okay, so some symptoms we will try to find out. Symptoms. Yes, some symptoms is actually importantly we can say vomiting feelings. Vomiting feelings is also the symptom. Stomach pain is also the reason of this one, very important. Blood may come out with the stool. Blood comes out with stool. If it is going on there, that is the worst condition, because you can feel that you are attacked by the different kinds of problem. One of the prominent is the gastric or peptic ulcer. Okay, these are the common symptom. Yes. So what should we try to understand? We need to understand this one, and causes of and symptoms: vomiting, stomach pain, blood comes out with the stool, the common symptom of this ulcer. So now we will go through the preventive measures among these all. Preventive measures. This is very another important thing that we need to understood. Ulcer is commonly asking question for CQ 3 or 4 marks. So preventive measures, yes, the endoscope or barium X-ray. Endoscopy is also the reason of that specific part. Yes, endoscopy, or you can say about that one, or barium X-ray. You can ask me, sir, what is the barium X-ray? Barium is a metallic name, so for finding the inner side source for any case. So on that time, barium X-ray is needed to do that one. That means metallic X-ray. Barium is a metallic X-ray. It is needed to do that one. And then it easily digestible food. Eat easily digestible food. Of course, those food are easily digestible, must be taken from that parts. And we can write about drinking boiled milk, cheese, drinking boiled milk, cheese, etc. Okay, then eating bananas is also very important. Eating bananas are suggested. Bananas can make the inflammation to match up or balance. Eating banana is also very important for this ulcer. Yes, physician consultation of course be there. Physician consultation is also very important for that one. Avoid what we say, stimulating substance what I write, stimulating materials you can write, like cigarette, alcohol, then coffee. Try to avoid this one. So these are the preventive measures of the gastric or peptic ulcer. What we understood about that part is the preventive measure, endoscopy and barium x-rays, so that it is important to find out the what is the position, what is the situation of that specific ulcer case. Eating easily digestible food, so that kinds of food are easily digestible. Drinking boiled milk or cheese, drink the boiled milk, it is very important to suggest. And cheese also. Eating bananas is very important for cool down and make sure the balance of that one. Physician consultation is also very important for all kinds of disease. I told you about stimulating substances like cigarette, alcohol and coffee. So this is the fourth number. Intestinal disorder is actually gastric and peptic ulcer. I hope so you understood. Today we learned another two diseases. I hope so you understood this one. We will go to the next onwards in another disease. Till then everyone, stay safe, stay sound. Allah Hafiz.